So what was your name again? You said thanks for holding and you're ignoring me again? Immediately when I start recording, she's quiet. I don't know how they know. So they must be monitoring both my devices. Why would you be quiet now?
I was just letting you talk. I'm the same person you were talking to just a second ago.
Right, but you said, what was I saying? You forgot? And then you ignored me when I was talking, asking you your name.
Okay, hold on just a second.
You just had me on hold to him. Why would you come back and say what I said, ask me what I said, and then place me on hold again? It's more mind games? Hello? Children. That's how they act. How do they know when I'm recording? They do this in person. It's like Ocean's 11. What did you say?
Thanks for holding. How can we help you today?
I don't really understand on why I keep repeatedly getting treated like this in all my environments. Are you disregarding me? Are you aware that that's a form of psychological abuse? That's a form of tormenting. If you're a police officer and you're hearing all kind of extreme felonies and you're disregarding it, isn't that a crime? Isn't it mandatory reporting with being an officer? What's your badge number? I think the problem of it is that you guys have gotten away with way too many felonies. And I'm not quite certain on why people let you guys allow themselves to be governed by people that behave the way you guys do. I think it's a threat to national security, like I've been saying before. When the government allows someone to be controlled by someone that's not mentally stable, but you just got to prove that repeatedly keeps happening. If you allow someone to plant someone to be in an environment to openly stalk someone and least staff to enforce someone to be violated like that, that's extreme. But I'm aware you have to prove it keeps happening. Why would the United States deny me law enforcement? Is it illegal to trap someone into being violated year after year? Illegally monitoring their phones and enforcing crimes on families and other civilians? And harassment and abuse and torment? Knowing no one would ever believe the government's that sick? To repeatedly do this year after year. Ma'am, I'm not quite certain of the relevancy of you saying that you want to help me to repeatedly ignore me. That's a pattern that people have called me to ignore me, invite me to parties, and then tell me to call on that day and then ignore me. Why would so many people treat me in the same pattern? Is there one mastermind controlling this insanity? A stalker from a horror movie? Who's going to help you guys be sensible? What happens when law enforcement's on a psycho from a horror movie's payroll? What do you do? Well, when you find out, let me know, because it's been going on like 10 years. And each location I try to flee to, it's just someone who just bribes that environment to get nowhere. It's fruitless, as it's been 10 years. We need the government to be held accountable, and I'm just not quite certain on those people that are willing to take a stand. You stand for something or fall for everything. It's unfortunate that I haven't been able to have people stand with me. I've been standing alone. I'm sorry, each time I stop recording, you talk. Okay. Okay, now what were you saying?
I'm sorry?
What were you saying, ma'am?
I said, do you want to continue to hold or do you want to just give us a call back?
What was the relevancy of me speaking and you asked me what I needed multiple different times? Are you playing mind games, ma'am?
How can we help?
I don't know, but do you do law enforcement? What did I call?
If you don't know, how am I supposed to know?
What did I call?
You said you don't know?
What did I call, ma'am? Are you trying to hide conceal what I called?
What's your question?
What did I call?
I don't know what you called about. That's what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, do you have to find out what I called? A lot of
That's
people
what
are
I'm asking.
confused at their names and locations that I call for years. You're not aware of who you work for?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm asking you. What is the call about?
Let me know when you know who you work for, ma'am.
Who do I work for?
Right.
The city of Dallas? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, are you trying to be condescending? What do you do for the city of Dallas?
Hold on just 1 second.
Mind games. Everybody's not able. This is why 5, 6 police had to come when I'm reporting something mysterious is going on. They're not willing to get these felonies. So they enlist people to do strange, bizarre things. I didn't know what was happening. Knowing full blown well when I reported how it sounds. You can't just openly say, without really taking a collective inventory of what you're saying. But I realized it was a smear campaign. These people were actually doing these petty things. Why would someone push their basket towards me? Let me show you. I had to record because they kept doing strange things. So I'm walking. She comes right in front of me, cuts me off walking. But I had been experiencing this the whole time in the store. That's why I started recording it. So I said, you didn't see me, period. Typically, you don't cut someone off with your basket and then pretend like it's on accident. That's not normal behavior, but they want to make it seem like it's blending into normal everyday life and like not that I'm getting tortured. It's my mind game. Think about it. If you see someone, why would you push your basket to cut them off? You see how she dangled the basket, got in front of me, pretending like she can't, no excuse me, anywhere to be found. But I recorded because multiple different people did this in the store. It's part of the government smear campaign, knowing when PIU reports someone's repeatedly blocking my path and bringing baskets towards me and doing other kind of bizarre things that I can't report. That's openly observable on camera footage at churches and multiple different environments, a manner of torment and mind games. And I just forcing me to sit in that. See how she positioned it? Deliberate. Try proving it. Still on hold with this insanity. They're setting it up to get away with felonies. Let me show you another incident.
You tried to go down to our headquarters unit where the chief of police is?
Yeah, they threatened to take me to jail for reporting identity theft, and when I told them I was targeted, they escorted me out. Multiple different police. I just don't understand why so many parties are covering for it. Why would you cover for that and talk while I'm talking?
This is the wrong station. We don't service your area.
You don't know where I live. You don't know where I live. How do you know you don't service my area?
Yes, ma'am, from the last time.
The last time? What are you talking about?
So you can try and call South.
What do you mean you don't service my area? What are you talking about the last time? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
They get caught in lies.
Hold on.
Yeah, when they didn't have to get their story straight, put you on hold. So this woman don't realize I'm not paying attention. And look at what she's doing. Each time I move my basket, she moves it towards me. See how she's moving her basket? I'm not paying attention. I move my basket out the way, and she deliberately keeps moving her basket towards me. She had it on the other side. I was messing with my phone. So I moved my basket to the other side. She moves her basket again, deliberately trying to push her basket, knowing I'm not paying attention. It was on the left side, so I moved my basket to the right. She moves her basket to the right too, as well. And repeatedly, each time I moved my basket, not paying attention. But I recorded it because I know what strange behavior they do, and I was messing with another phone. And this is what I uncovered when I looked at the video footage of what she was doing. Multiple people do this. Sometimes, though, they taunt me, knowing nobody would believe my story. Some of them block my path and say they won't get out the way. The police department is setting it up, so let me show you what they do. So I was uncovering what these people were doing in the store, how I get terrorized. Police department comes, all these people shooting TikTok videos and tells me I'm going to jail for recording in the store. I tried to record this crime. He takes my phone. I get my tablet out. He takes that. And then they give me a criminal to have another officer, so there's no body cam footage, come out and to give me a criminal trespass on the store in the Walmart. But this happened. They used to, when I wasn't recording, they would criminal trespass me from the store from nowhere. It denied me food purchase and most just sometimes would arrest like they did at racetrack. Just coming in the store trying to purchase food, you're going to jail. They were scheming to take my freedom, so it didn't make sense. I wasn't recording. So then when I started recording, then they had to scheme to get these things accomplished. They had all these places deny me services, and the police department would come with intimidation and bullying because I was trying to get services. Civilians wasn't enlisted. But since the police department incriminated themselves, now they're having civilians take the fall for denying me of services and assistance in mind games. Then therefore, since they set it up, deny me law enforcement to combat criminal activity, mind games, and torment. And abuse they're enlisted in for profit. So my phone's glitching. You're supposed to hear this even when I'm on the phone. I'll put it in the descriptions. They'll do this. I've been on hold hours with these games. It's deliberate. I'm just trying to show you what I've experienced for 10 years plus. So help me understand, I don't know what's going on with this channel, if this is really, if it's real or what's happening. I just don't understand the reasoning behind the police department torturing people. So how is it that so many departments and so many people are accomplices? How is it that with a badge and guns, you can enlist churches in mind games and abuse? And that completely observable on camera. So when I go to a lot of churches, I can't enjoy the service because they're deliberately doing things to distract and torment me at church. Like the staring, like you saw at the shelter, 3 or 4 people would do that, and they do other petty things that aren't realistic. So a lot of churches, I really can't enjoy the sermon because I'm being taunted and violated during the service. They look at me and then do bizarre things, just stare at me, and I just have to sit and take it. So we can kind of see that I'm going nowhere with this, as I have not went anywhere in 10 years. I just want you to see it. I'm hanging up. That's what they wanted me to do in the first place.